This is Apeksha. In today's video, I'm going to explain my project titled Portfolio Website Development and Hosting using AWS S3. This project helped me understand how to build a personal portfolio using HTML, CSS, and how to host it on an online cloud using AWS S3 bucket. So let's get started. In today's digital world, having an online presence is extremely important. A portfolio website is one of the best ways to S3 bucket. So let's get started. In today's digital world, having an online presence is extremely important. A portfolio website is one of the best ways to represent our skills, achievement, and education and projects in professional and creative way. It works like a digital resume which anyone can access from anywhere. In this project, I developed my personal portfolio using HTML, CSS. Along with the development, I also learned how to host the website on AWS S3. AWS S3 is a cloud storage service which provides a secure, scalable, and reliable static website hosting without needing any backend services or paid hosting. By uploading the website files into an S3 bucket and enabling public access, the website becomes available globally with just one link. Through this project, I gained knowledge about the website structure and styling, deployment of real-time web application, cloud hosting concepts, bucket configuration, and permissions. Many students create portfolio websites, but most of them don't publish it online because hosting requires buying a domain, a server setup, and DNS configuration is difficult. Hosting panels are expensive for beginners, so it is need for an easy and beginner friendly hosting method. AWS S3 solves this problem by allowing simple static website hosting where we can upload files, generate public link, share the portfolio globally. This project demonstrates a step-by-step method deploy a complete portfolio using only AWS S3. Um, the main objectives of the projects are design a user-friendly and simple portfolio website, learn HTML structure and web page layout, apply CSS to enhance visual appearance, understand cloud computing websites, deploy the portfolio using AWS S3 static hosting, gain practical and real world experience. This practical learning will help in internship placements and future web development work. Um, the project was completely in two phases, website development and AWS deployment, planning the layout and deciding what sections to include, creating HTML web pages, styling CSS, adding profile photo, project images, uh, project images, and resume, testing locally. Uh, AWS deployment, creating an AWS account, creating the S3 bucket, uploading HTML, CSS images, and file images, enabling static website hosting, setting bucket policy for public access, uh, copying the generated URL and testing in browser, then implementing HTML, CSS was used for navigation menu, hero, instruction section about me, skills, projects, resume download, footer. In the CSS used for page layout, uh, colors, fonts, buttons, and hover effect, image styling, card section, and spacing. In the system requirements, hardwares like laptop or PC with minimum 2 GB RAM and internet connection. In the software, VS Code, web browser, and AWS accounts. Through this project, I learned both website development and cloud deployment. I understand how real websites are hosted and made accessible globally. This project has improved my technical skills and boosted my confidence in web development and cloud technologies. Thank you.
Everyone. I am going to here to explain my the project title Portfolio Websites Development and the hosting by using the AWS S3. This project can be helps me the understanding how to build the personal portfolio by using the HTML, CSS and how to host it into the online of an a cloud by using the Amazon Web Services with an S3 buckets. Today in the digital world by having the online presence of an extreme importance. This portfolio website is the one of the best way to present our skills, achievements, education and the project in the personal and the active ways. It can be works on the digital resumes which anyone can be accessed from anywhere. In this project, I have to develop by the personal portfolio by using the HTML for structure and the contact, the CSS for styling, coloring, layouts and the designs. Along with the development, I also learned how to host websites on the AWS S3. The AWS S3 is the cloud storage services which can be provided the secure, scalable, reliable static websites by hosting without needing the any background services or with a paid hosting. By uploading the website files into the S3 buckets can be enable the project accesses. The websites can become the available globally with just the one link. Through these projects, I can gain the knowledge about the website structures and the styling, developing of an real-time web applications, cloud hosting concepts, bucket configuration and the permissions. The many students can be created the portfolio website, but most of them they do not publish it the online because the hosting required buying of an domain, the server setups and the DNS configuration is be the difficult. The hosting panels is be the expensive for the beginners. So this can be need for the easy and the beginner friendly the hosting method. The AWS S3 can be solve these problems by allowing the simple static website hosting where we can be uploaded the files, generated the public link, share the portfolio globally. These projects can be demonstrated by the step by step by the complete portfolios by using the AWS S3. The main objective of these projects is the designs of an user-friendly and the simple portfolio websites, the learning the HTML structures and the web page layout, apply the CSS to enhance the visual appearance, understand the cloud computing basics, deploy the portfolio by using the AWS S3 static hosting, gain the practical real-world experience. These practices can be learned will help to the internship placements and the future web development works. This project was be completed within two phases. Phase 1, the website development. Planning the layout, deciding what sections can be included, creating the HTML web pages, styling by using the CSS, and adding the profile photo within a project image and the resume by the testing locally. Next phase, AWS deployment. The creating the AWS account and creating the S3 bucket, uploading the HTML, CSS and the image files, enable the static website hosting, selecting the bucket policy for the public access and copy and generated the URL by the testing into the browsers. The HTML implementations it can be creates of any sessions like navigation menus, hero introduction sections, about me, skills, projects, resume documents and the footer. The CSS implementations by using the page layout and the responsiveness, colors and the fonts, buttons and the hostel effects, image styling, and the card and the selections facing the AWS S3 hosting. It can be explained the what is S3, the static hosting of an features, the public access and the permissions, buckets and the object structures. Next, the system requirements. In the hardware, the laptop PCs with a minimum 2 GB RAM and the internet connections, and the software, VS Code, web browsers and the AWS account. Last, through these projects, I can learn the both website development and the cloud deployment. It can be understand how the real websites are be the hosted and made by the accessible globally. These projects has to improve the technology and the technical skills by the boosted by the confidence of the web development and the cloud technologies.
I am going to explain my project title Portfolio Website Development and Hosting using AWS S3. This project helped me to understand how to build a personal portfolio using HTML and CSS and how to host online and the cloud using Amazon Web Services S3 bucket. In today's digital world, having an online presence is extremely important. A portfolio website is one of the best ways to represent our skills, achievements, education, and projects in a professional and creative way. It works like digital resume, which anyone can access from anywhere. In this project, I developed my personal portfolio using HTML, CSS. HTML for structure and context, CSS for styling, color, layout, and responsive and design. Along with development, I also learned how to host the website on AWS S3. AWS S3 is a cloud storage services which provides safe and reliable static website hosting without needing any backend server or paid hosting. By uploading the website files into an S3 bucket and enabling public access, the website becomes available globally with just one link. Through this project, I gained knowledge about website structure and styling, deployment and real-time web application, cloud hosting concept, bucket configuration and permission, problem statement. Many students create a portfolio website, but the most of them don't publish on the online because hosting requires buying a domain, service setup, and DNS configuration is difficult. Hosting panels are expensive for the beginners, so there is need to easy and beginner friendly hosting method problem by allowing simple static website hosting where we can upload files, generate a public link, share the portfolio globally. This project demonstrates step-by-step method to develop a complete portfolio using an AWS S3. The main objective of this project are design a user-friendly and simple portfolio website, learn HTML structure and website layout, apply CSS to enhance visual appearance, understood cloud computing basics, deploy the objectives of this project: design a user-friendly and simple portfolio website, learn HTML structure and website layout, apply CSS to enhance, apply CSS to understand the cloud computing basics, deploy the portfolio using AWS S3 static hosting, gain practical real-world experience. This practical learning will help to internship placements and future web development work. Methodology. This project has completed in these two phases. Phase 1, website development, planning a layout, deciding what sections to include. Step 2, creating the HTML web pages. Step 3, styling using CSS. Step 4, adding profile photo, project image, and the resume. Step 5, testing locally. Phase 2, AWS deployment. Step 1, creating a AWS account. Step 2, creating an S3 bucket. Step 3, uploading HTML, CSS, and image files. Step 4, enabling starting website hosting.
Step 5. Setting bucket policies for the public access. Step 6. Copying the generated URL and testing in browser. Implementation. HTML implementation. I created sections like navigation menu, hero, introduction section, about me, skills, projects, and resume download, and footer. CSS implementation. CSS was used for the page layout and responsive color and fonts, buttons and effects, image styling, cards and section spacing. AWS S3 hosting. I explained what is S3, static hosting features, public access and permissions, bucket and object structure, system requirements, hardware, laptop, PC with minimum 2 GB RAM and internet connection, software, VS Code and web browser and AWS account. Through this project, I learned both website development and cloud development deployment. I understand how real websites are hosted and made accessible globally. This project has improved my technical skills and boosting my confidence in web development and the cloud technique. Thank you.
I am Priya. In this video, I am going to explain my project title Portfolio Website Development and Hosting using AWS S3. This project helps me understand how to build a personal portfolio using HTML, CSS, and how to host it online on the cloud using Amazon Web Services in S3 Interest. In today's digital world, having an online presence is extremely important. A portfolio website is one of the best way to represent our skills, achievements, education, and project in the professional and creative way. It works like a digital resume, which anyone can access from anywhere. In this project, I developed my personal portfolio using HTML and CSS. HTML for structure and content, CSS for styling, coloring, layout, responsiveness, and design. Along with the development, I also learned how to host the website on AWS S3. AWS S3 is a cloud storage service which provides the secure, scalable, and reliable static website hosting without needing any backend services or paid hosting. By uploading the website files into a S3 bucket and enabling the public access, the website become available global with just one link. Through this project, I gained knowledge about website structure and styling, development of real-time web applications, cloud hosting concepts, bucket configuration, and permissions. Problem is that many students create portfolio websites, but most of them don't publish it online because hosting requires buying a domain, server setup, and DNS configuration is difficult. Hosting panels are expensive for beginners, so there is a need for an easy and beginner-friendly hosting method. AWS S3 solves this problem by allowing simple static website hosting where we can upload files, generate a public link, share the portfolio globally. This project demonstrates a step-by-step methods to deploy a complete portfolio using only AWS S3. Main objectives of this project are design user-friendly and simple portfolio website, learn HTML structure and web pages layout, applying the CSS to enhance visual appearance, understand the cloud computing basics, deploy the portfolio using AWS S3 static hosting, gaining practical real-world experience. This practical learning will help in the industry placements and future web development work. Methodology. The project was completed in the two phases. Phase 1 is website development. Step 1 planning the layout, deciding the what sections to include. In step 2 creating the HTML web pages. In step 3 styling using CSS. In step 4 adding profile photos and project images and resumes. In step 5 testing locally. In phase 2 AWS development. Step 1, creating an AWS account. In step 2, creating an S3 bucket. And step 3, uploading the HTML, CSS and image files. In step 4, enabling the static website hosting. In step 5, setting bucket policy for public access. And step 6, copying the generated URL and testing in the browser. Implementation. I created the sections like navigation menu, hero introduction section, or about me, skills, projects, resume download, and footer. CSS implementation, where used page layouts and responsiveness, coloring and fonts, buttons and hover effects, and image styling, and card and section spacing. In AWS S3 hosting, I explained what is S3 and static hosting feature and public access and permissions and bucket and objective structure. System requirements. Hardware, I use the laptop and software VS Code web browser and AWS account. By this I am concluding. I learned both website development and cloud development. I understood how real websites are hosted and made accessible globally. This project has improved my technical